Top of the morning, top of the morning. It's your boy, Jay Richards. What up, though? Today is Thursday, July 3rd. 4th of July weekend. Whatever y'all do this weekend, be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke and drive. Just be safe, man. Just try to make it back to your families, to your loved ones. And, enjoy your weekend and be safe about it. All right, so it's been a minute since I jumped up here and did a YouTube, right? I've been busy, been putting a lot of stuff into play. Like I really been grinding, like no days off. Like I'm really grinding. So, this morning I woke up. I was like, nah, today I need to get this off my chest. I need to talk about this, right? So as y'all know, it's my podcast. I come up here, I talk about life situations I'm going through, like as a father, right? Stuff I'm dealing with, still dealing with to this day. My daughter's 9 years old, my son is 20 years old, and I'm still dealing with BS, right? All right, so every year, right, for my daughter, for about good 4 or 5 years, I try to pick my daughter from school once she get good grades, and she's been getting good grades since she stepped into school. So I'm like, every year, whatever you want to do, we could go eat the last day of school. I pick her up, we go eat. Like that's my traditional thing, right? Our traditional thing, I should say, right? So last day of school came, we went. I thought she'd have wanted something different, like Applebee's, Ruby Tuesdays, something of that sort. She was like, she want Chick-fil-A. I was like, all right, we could go to Chick-fil-A. So we go to Chick-fil-A, whatever. So that was what? Last day of school was June 26th, right? So, the 27th, 28th, 29th, I'm not getting nothing finding out like if my daughter's starting summer camp. So I'm like, all right, the 30th now, June 30th, I reach out to the mother. I'm like, yo, is Cam in summer camp or whatever? She's like, oh yeah, I meant to, get back to you on that, this and that, whatever. Which, like I always say, is BS because the camp lets everyone know, I think like a week or two in advance or whatever, if your kid is accepted to come to the camp or whatever. But me, as the father, I always find out last minute, right? I always find out last minute, but guess what? If a child support payment was late, I bet you I know about that right away. I know about that right away. But that's not even here nor there, but I'm just showing y'all something, right? All right, so she's like, oh yeah, she didn't go to school today. She wasn't feeling well, whatever. All right, cool. The next day, the Tuesday, I pick her up. I'm like, how was camp? Whatever the case is, this, that, and the third. She explains to me. She let me know, camp was good. She had fun. What she did, what she didn't do, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. She wanted to go now to the mall to get something, so I couldn't take her to the mall because I had to go to work for the evening. I had to go to work for 7 o'clock. So I was like, when I pick you up again on Thursday, which is today, July 3rd, Thursday, we'll go to the mall or whatever, right? She's like, all right, cool, Dad, no problem. So now, the Wednesday, and the crazy thing about it, the camp that she go to, my son works at that same camp, right? The Wednesday, if it was a big thing, right, my son could have took her to the mall to get what she wanted, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. My son could have took her to Wednesday. My son, I guess it didn't get discussed on the Wednesday. So now when the Thursday come, and I reach out to her and I'm like, oh, I'm going to pick our daughter up or whatever the case may be. Oh, no, you don't have to get her today, blah, 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 this and the third. I was going to let you know that this and the third, whatever. I'm like, wait, what? Why am I not picking her up? I was like, no, I promised her. I told her that I don't like to break a promise. And anybody that know me as a dad, if you've been around me and you interacted with me, I don't play when it comes to promises. So anytime I tell my daughter, we're going to do something, we're going to do it. And if we can't do it, it's either for whatever, work-related reasons or whatever. But best believe that very next day, I'm going to be there and we're going to do what we couldn't do, all right? Boom. So she's like, oh, no, you don't have to get it. I was like, no, I told her I was going to pick her up, whatever the case may be. Oh, that wasn't aware to me. That wasn't brought to my attention. How can stuff be brought to your attention if when I text you certain things, you don't respond? You read the messages and think I don't see that it says that you read. Then you answer me back like a whole 24 hours later. All of that I don't stress. I don't get mad with because I know, something is wrong in her mental, like the vindictive, the evil, the narcissistic ways. I'm over that. I don't even stress that shit no more. I just, when you respond, I was like, I saw you said it, you read it a day ago. It's like, okay, you now want to respond 24 hours later? Cool. So cool beans. All right, boom. So so then I asked my daughter, I'm like, oh, how do you get home or whatever the case may be? Like, how do you get there in the morning? Because the time frame, not even the time frame, for her mom to drop her and then make it to work, like it wasn't adding up. So I'm like, how do you get to school? Oh, mommy's friend, this guy drops me. I'm like, mommy's friend, some guy dropped her. I'm like, wait, hold up. What do you mean a guy dropped? I'm like, okay, cool. I left it as that because I know I was gonna ask the mother, and I knew the mother was gonna lie, but that's why I keep my receipts and I do everything documentation wise through text message, right? We have no verbal conversation over the phone because of her, and then I'm happy that way too, because you ain't gonna lie on me like you've been lying on me, right? When we were in family court, the lies that she told on me through, oh, I call her and I would threaten her and all this mumbo jumbo. All right, boom. So I asked the mother, I was like, okay, who be picking up our daughter, whatever case would be? Because through the court order, I'm supposed to know who's gonna pick her up, and if I can't get to her, if I can't pick her up. So all I get told is, oh, it's a family friend that I've known for years. All right, I was with you for years, so how come I never heard of this person? How come this person never existed? Then she tried to, I guess to make it look good, try to tell me it's a man and a woman, like the wife. I don't even know who the person is, right? If I met them, I don't know them by that name that she told me. And who's to say that's even the name? Because she likes to lie about stuff. She likes to lie and say something is something when it's not. So I was like, cool, whatever the name you said, all right. I was like, well, can I get the full name? Can I know who exactly is picking up our kid? Am I okay with it? No, because I don't know the man. Well, everything that's going on in this world, we don't, like, you can't, for that one little second, you cannot let your kids just roam off for that one little second, because anything can happen and you don't know it. So it's like, I need to know what's going on. All right. I asked for the name. She don't want to give the name, whatever. This is what she do. Granted. So she also said, like, you know, oh, what she used to say, oh, I left her and the kids. No, I didn't left you and the kids. I left just you. It's a difference. I left you. I didn't leave the kids. I left you. I'm still there for my kids to this day. From the day my son was born, I was there. From the day my daughter was born, I was there, and I'm still here. Well, everything that goes on with the target on my back that she with the narration that she created to make it look like I'm a bad parent. I'm not there. I'm whatever. Like, all of that, I still go. Been there for my son graduations from elementary to junior high to high school. Even my daughter, her step-up ceremonies. Well, she didn't graduate elementary yet, but been there for her step-up ceremonies. And even with those, it was like pulling teeth. Like I had to not harass, because I would send a message, let hours go by, then send the message again, and you're not answering. So then finally you want to answer. Because like with texting, you got to be careful with my kid's mother, because she will flip that whole script and make it look like you're harassing her, you're threatening her, because that's the narrative she ran with before. She said I had people calling her, harassing her, and all this BS, right? The part that's bugged out, no one know that that's my kid's mother. For all the years I was with, people did not know that was my kid's mother. So it's like, how I got people calling, harassing when people don't even know you exist or connected to me. Yeah, some people know, like, you know, some people, but like everyone that's supposed to know don't know. People be walking past my kid's mother and they can't even point out and be like, oh, that's Jay, you know, kid's mother. So it's like all the lies that she be saying and running with, and the narratives that she be running with, it's like, it's played out. But when you're a narcissist, when you're vindictive, and when you're evil, this is the games you're gonna play. Now, one thing my kid's mother always said to me, she's like, if I was to ever leave her, she would make my life a living hell. What does she mean by that, you ask, right? She always said if I was to leave her, she would try everything in her power for me not to see my kids, for me not to have access to my kids. She would try to, well, this part she didn't say, but it's basically what she's doing, brainwashing, manipulating my kids, right? All right. I always told her, I was like, look, if I was to walk away from you, it's you I'm walking away from, not the kids. And the good thing about this, I have this in conversation via text message, right? Some, you know, verbally, and then I will also have it in via text message. So I'm like, look, if I walk away, it's you I'm walking away from, not the kids. I'm walking away from you. Now, I tried to give my kids what myself and her didn't have, and that was both parents in the household. She didn't have both parents at all in the household. I had my father up until like maybe 15, 16 years old. And then him and my mom separated, whatever. Granted, but I still knew what love looked like in the household. I still knew what a foundation looked like in the household. And I knew what partnership looked like in the household. Because I had both of my parents in the household until, you know, their disagreement. They couldn't, you know, see eye to eye with each other. So they separated. Now, The reason my kid's mother don't want me involved in my kid's life, to my theory, to my belief, is because her dad wasn't around, because her dad walked away. So now she figured all men are the same. She figured all men are the same. All men ain't shit. All men, all they're good for is their pockets. Because you know how many times she would tell me, oh, not well. We'll be talking about some of her friends. I'm not gonna throw no names out. We'll be talking about some of my friends, and she'll be like, oh, she don't need to deal with that. Just get rid of him and just put him on child support, and you get the money. It's like everything with her is child support, child support, child support. It's like if the man is there and the man is active and the man is doing what he gotta do, he's spending money, he's co-parenting. Why you gotta throw the man on child support? You're just being evil and vindictive because the relationship didn't work out. And I would sit there and hear her say this to some of her friends. I'm just like, damn, yo. In my mind, I'm like, yo, I hope I don't go through that. I hope if I ever walk away, I hope she don't throw me on child support. Look at me. I got thrown on child support because I left a marriage. Because I didn't want to be married. Because I didn't want to be with her. And I got played and got thrown on child support. Now, she always said all this, oh, she don't need my money and this, that, that. So if you don't need my money, why am I on child support? If you don't need my money, right? And you also said my money is chump change to you. If you don't need my money, why am I still here? Why am I still on child support? Because why? Because you need my money to help take care of the kids. You might say you don't need it. You want to play big and bad and like the big bad wolf, but you need that money. You need that money. It's just messed up because so many dads out here that's crashing out and losing it and threatening their kids' mother, putting hands on them. I'm not going that route. Because one thing I know, once you show me who you are, one time, that's all I need to see. That's all I need to see. That one time you show me who you are, case closed. I already know what I'm dealing with. The amount of times my kid's mother lied on me, said I hit her, said I threatened her, all of this stuff. Like it was one time she said I pushed her and she almost fell on the stand. I'm like, what? So if I did all these things, right? Why when the police came, you didn't let them lock me up? Why you didn't press charges? You just told the police, no, I just want him out the house. Okay, granted, now, you know, if you live with someone, if your name is not on the lease, you got to leave. I was fine with that. Once she told me I had to leave, that was better for me. So I was like, all right, cool. I told the officers, yo, let me grab my stuff. I'll be back later. And the officers was like, oh, you got to go to court to get a paperwork so you could come back and get your stuff, whatever. I was like, cool, fine with me. I took all the stuff that I need that was important to me. And mind, this was 3 or 4 times. Why did I keep going back? Everybody kept saying, yo, why you kept going back? Because I had love of my kids. I love my kids, sorry. I love my kids. That's why I kept going back. Because I wanted my kids to see what it looked like to have both parents in the household. So many kids nowadays in this world, they don't even know what that looked like. That's why when they get in relationships, they don't know how to love a man or a woman because they never saw their parents love a man or woman. And granted, that's what I went through with my kid's mother, yeah. But although she didn't love me and I didn't really care less if she did or if she tried to, I just wanted to be a father. I just wanted my kids to have both parents under the roof. And a lot of my friends are like, yo, that's where you messed up. You shouldn't have, you shouldn't have did it for those reasons. But I'm like, no, I wanted my kids to see what it looks like. So when they get older and they get on their own, they can be like, all right, I saw this with my mom and my dad. I know what this looks like. Like, that's all I wanted to give my kids. That's it. And it's like, when you be honest and you tell the truth, that's what you want. People look at you like, oh, well, you shouldn't have did that. You should have left. You should have this and that. I didn't want to. Sorry. It would have been worse if I had left my kids at young ages. If I would have left my son at the age I really wanted to leave, when he was 3 years old, I probably would have never had a relationship with my son because she would have brainwashed my son so much, my son wouldn't even want to have anything to do with me. And I currently have a friend right now going through that. He walked away from his kid's mother. His son was like 2. His kid don't even know him. And his kid now is, I think, 9. His kid is 9 years old. He's been fighting. He's been in family court. He's been fighting, trying to get a relationship with his kids. And the mother brainwashed that little boy and make him look like he's a bad guy. And the stuff I see my friend do, go above and beyond. When his Christmases come, he buys stuff. And then when he try to drop it off, she's like, oh, we're not going to be home. Oh, bring it another day. Then when he takes it, stuff gets sold. The kids don't even get it. Like, yo, my podcast and this YouTube channel is only for these type of mothers. The vindictive, evil, narcissistic mothers. That's it. If this don't apply to you, let it fly. Let it jump over your head. This don't apply to you. This channel and my podcast is for those type of mothers because it's those type of mothers that make it look bad for the real, solid, stand-up, determined dads. It's dads out there that I know that threw their jobs away. They gave up. I mean, I wouldn't have done that, but they gave up. They're like, yo, she put me in child support. Yo, I can't eat. I can't this. I can't that. I made a way. I made a way. That's why I got 2, 3 other jobs. I made a way to make it work. I made a way. But my kid's mother just really want me to not be in my kid's life because she don't want me to have a relationship. She want whatever she tell my kids, that's to be the end of all. She wanted to be like, yep, this is what happened. Your dad walked out on us and you left. Now, my son is 20 years old. People always ask me this question, right? And I honestly don't have, I really don't know. People always ask me, they're like, yo, your son is 20. Your son don't see right from wrong, but with the situation with you and your ex-wife, I'm like, I don't know. And it's sad because I shouldn't be able to say, I don't know. I should be able to say, yeah, my son see what's going on. But I really don't know because whatever she brainwashes him and tells him, because he's under her roof, he's going to listen to it. He's going to believe it. Does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. Does it bother me? Yes, it bothers me. Do I cry sometimes? Yes, I cry. I'd be lying if I say I don't cry. It bothers me and it hurt because what I went through with my son, she's trying to do the same thing with my daughter. It's like when I try to spend extra time, get more time with my daughter, it's a problem. It's like, oh, we're doing something. Oh, we're going away. Oh, I'm not going to be here this weekend. Oh, this and it's always the weekend where if it's her weekend, I try to get extra time. And like the court told both of us, if I want extra time and she's not doing anything of the such, yes, let the father come get the kids. And that's what I try to do. When I'm free and I got extra time and I got like a couple of hours, like, yo, I'd rather chill with my daughter than chill with my homeboys. That's how real it is with me, with being a dad. I'd rather chill with my daughter, create memories with my daughter, than hang with my homeboys to chill and do nothing. And yeah, we might shoot a little hoops. Yeah, we might throw a little football. But I'd rather spend my time with my daughter. I'd rather teach her. I'd rather show her the ropes. I'd rather teach her from a man's point, like how a man is supposed to treat you, how you're supposed to be loved. I'd rather that over chilling with my friends. Like, you feel me? Like, that's what I'd rather. And all because I didn't stay with my kid's mother, she being this vindictive, evil person, it's like, I'm suffering. Me to be a father, I'm suffering. But the person she should take it up with, which is her own mother, she should ask her mother, yo, why didn't it work out with you and dad? Like, why dad left? Why dad didn't want to have nothing to do with us? Like, ask your mom that. That's why when you have trauma there, and some parents can't get over it, when they have trauma, they take it out on other people. That's why they say hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. And because she was hurt, and possibly her mother was hurt, now I got to deal with it. I got to deal with the blunt of that trauma. And that's not fair to me, because who's hurting in the process? Our kids. That's who's hurting, our kids. And this shit is crazy and it's sad, because I don't want to crash out. And I pray to ask the Lord every day for me not to crash out and threaten her or do anything, because then now she'll have the upper hand over me. I don't give her the upper hand because I don't care. Only thing I care about is my kids, their happiness, and number one, their safety. That's one thing I'm not playing with. I'm not taking no negotiations with that. Is my daughter's safety. Because I've heard of too many stories, and know of friends that went through some stuff with their mother's boyfriends. It's always their mother's boyfriends. Very rare you'll hear, oh, it was my dad's girlfriend. It's always their mother's boyfriends that did stuff. And I'm not using my daughter as no pawn for nobody. Point blank period. Nobody. That's just how I'm moving. That's how I'm coming. Because on my end, I don't bring women around or leave my daughter with women and go do stuff. Like, no, I'm not doing that, because guess what? It took both of us to make our daughter and our son. So why am I dropping off my daughter with just a random girl or a home girl? Like, with her, everything is, oh, that's a friend. That's a friend for many years. These people I never heard of a day in my life, but all of a sudden they're a friend. Like, it's crazy. I just hope me venting, I know it's a lot of dads out there that's going through what I'm going through, even worse, because what I'm going through, I ain't gonna lie, it's like a little bit, but some stuff I heard some men that are going through, it's like, yo, it's like, I would have been done lost my cool. I would have been that bad guy. But I thank God every day that my situation is not like that. But the only thing I want for my situation is peace. That's all. I just want to be involved in my daughter's life as well as my son's life, which I am. But I just want peace. That's all. I just want peace for my kids. I want to be happy. Happy-wise with my kids, I'm not, because of the mother, because she's in that middle. Like, when I try to have that relationship, she's in the middle blocking it. If I say something, she go against it because she's the mom, because they live with her. And that's not fair. Because what you're teaching them and telling them could be wrong. And it is wrong. But I'm not even going to get into all that. I'll let black and white show all of that part. But yeah, man, that's what I'm going through. That's what I've been dealing with for years, and I'm still dealing with. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. But it is what it is. But thank you for listening. If this could help any father out there, hit me up. If you want to talk, hit me up. Like, I'm down to talking. Like, I'm here. I'm human. It's your boy, Jay Richards. Like I said earlier, it's 4th of July weekend. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't smoke and drive. Make it back to your families. Enjoy your weekend. Be careful with the fireworks if you're playing with fireworks. And that's it. Until the next time, salute. It's your boy. Yeah.